Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and also welcome to another episode of Chattin with Alana. I have no idea which one it is. I usually figure it out when I'm uploading and editing and all that. Oh, this is episode. Anywho, so I have a few things that I've marked down on my notepad that I wanted to talk about in this episode of Chattin with Alana. Here we go. So go ahead and get yourself something to drink. Get a project to work on. I've got my good old faithful coffee. I've had this cup for so long. I had to girl it up with some... What are the... Oh, I got these off of a makeup bag. I don't know. And then I have a couple hair ties on there. So I had to make it look girly. I had to me it up, is what I like to say. I put my things that make it me. Taking my glasses up, reminded me to tell you that I went to the eye doctor. I had my eye appointment, and she said that one eye has not changed much. The other eye is just completely bleh. She had me take my glasses off and read the letters on the wall, and she had me cover one eye and do it, and then cover another eye and do it, and I was just like, whoa, I didn't notice that. One eye with my glasses off, I could semi-see it. But whenever I covered one eye and looked out the other eye, boom, my head started hurting. I couldn't see it. It was all blurry. It was way worse than this eye. And she's like, yeah, one eye doesn't want to work. So I think we have it figured out. Knock on wood. Got a new prescription. Of course, it's going to take 2 weeks to get here. So got to wait for that. But I'm super excited that I think we've got this figured out. And hopefully whenever I get my new prescription and I ordered contacts also because I am like a prolific sweater. I sweat my face mainly, and oddly enough my hands. I get it from my mom, and well, my dad too, he sweats too, but my mom has, like, her hands are always red and always hot and always sweaty. Mine aren't always red and hot and sweaty, but they do get sweaty occasionally. And my face sweats all the time. If I'm, like, for instance, before I started filming, I went downstairs and rotated laundry, folded a load, left it on the table, so I gotta get that put up later. And then walking up here, my nose has little sweat beads on it because I sweat all the time. I'm not ashamed of it. It happens. Anywho, the point of me saying all that was to tell you that the reason I also order contacts along with my glasses is because when I'm really active, like sometimes I like to put my headphones in and I'll jam out really loud to music that I like, that I want to listen to, and I'll clean the entire house top to bottom. Well, of course I'm sweating, and when you're wearing glasses, they slide right off the tip of my nose all the time, and it drives me insane. So if it's a day that I'm really active, or I'm outside in the heat and I'm working or doing what have you, I wear the contacts. But if I'm at home or at work sitting on my butt in front of a computer, or sitting on my butt watching TV crocheting, I have my glasses on. So that's why I order contacts. So I'm hoping my contacts will at least be in this week or next. I don't know, we'll see. So maybe I can try out the prescription with the contacts before I do with the glasses. So knock on wood that it works and I don't get any more migraines. So I'm happy to report on that. Let's see, what else? So you guys may have noticed today is Monday, the 12th. Oh, excuse me. That made me burp. I first did not post a tutorial today because I forgot to upload. I fell asleep last night and did not get to upload. And I upload at night because it takes to upload a video. Let's see. Let's say it's an hour long video. That will take 4 to 5 hours to upload. So what I do is I wait for the rest of my family to go to sleep, and then I start the upload, and then I go to sleep, and then in the morning it's ready to go. So, and I like to pre-upload a lot too, but I haven't because I've been busy with other stuff. So I thought, well, Sunday night after the Super Bowl, I will upload. That didn't happen. I fell right asleep, completely didn't wake up to upload after everybody else went to sleep. So that's why you didn't get a tutorial today. Today, Monday. I forget that you're watching this Wednesday. So that's why you didn't get a tutorial Monday. And also, you may have noticed that I posted a Cooking with Alana video, and it wasn't the All in the Family cookbook recipes. I actually have 3 videos on Cooking with Alana that I need to post before I start the All in the Family cookbook recipes, only because they've been on there forever and I needed to post them. So I figured as of now, I'm going to keep it to 1 video a week and then progressively go up or stay at 1 video a week. We'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, that's what I want to talk about with that. And then you also probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, may have noticed that I've started a new video game and I love it. Oh, actually 2, and I post them to my Gaming with Alana channel. Just link is in the description box for both of the channels that I just talked about. One, I don't even know why I said that. Anywho, sorry. So those are both going and rolling now, and I'm super excited. I've got my time frame worked out. I've gotten everything in order. So thank everything for that. So as of now, tentatively, my schedule is for, get it out, Crocheting with Alana is Monday tutorial, Wednesday, Friday, me in front of the camera videos. Cooking with Alana, 1 video a week as of now. And then with Gaming with Alana, it's a video a week. Or a day. It's a video a day. Sorry about that. So yay about that. I'm super happy about that, and that I've got the ball rolling. Everything's going great. So I'm going to mark that out. I forgot to bring in what I wanted to show you guys, so I'm going to wait for that. But I can tell that what I've written down, my mood changed completely. So I'm going to start at the bottom and go up. Anywho, it makes sense to me. I wanted to ask you guys in the comments, let me know what you guys think. But my husband and I and our girls, we watch the Super Bowl, right? Me and the girls watch it for the commercials. I crochet through the football part because I like sports. I'm just more of a baseball, St. Louis Cardinals, and that's pretty much what I enjoy watching. Occasionally my husband will watch college basketball, and I like that. I don't like to watch TV or watch something on TV that I have to constantly have my eyes on the TV. I can't do that. I can't, unless it's a movie or something, which I don't. Even then, I'm still like, I'm going to crochet while we watch this, so I'm going to look away. So I get annoyed that I can't look away from the TV when he's wants me to watch basketball with him. Anyway, point of me saying this was, so we watched the Super Bowl last night. Am I the only one that watched Travis Kelce from the Chiefs yell at, what's his name? Andy Reid, the coach, yell in that old man's face and like grab the clipboard out of his hand or whatever? I watched that and I was like, let me tell you something there, girlfriend Taylor Swift. I think your man has got some big red flags flying. I would dump him so fast. That I watched that and I was just like, oh my gosh. First of all, you just yelled in a person of your authority. You yelled in his face. And second, he's an old man. And you just did that to an old man. Boom. Red flag. Straight up. Gone. I don't, am I the only one that saw that or thinks that? Let me know in the comments, because when I looked at my husband and he was like, what? Like it was no big deal. And I'm like, that was an old man. He just got in his face yelling like that. Like, I would be ashamed of myself if that was me, but if that was my boyfriend or husband, I'd be like, yeah, like, it's just some red flags how he's gonna act behind closed doors. Anyway, I want to know how you guys felt about that, and if you didn't watch it, I completely understand. I just watch it for the commercials anyway. But yeah, I did not like seeing that at all. And another thing with the commercials on the Super Bowl, did you guys see how many Temu commercials there were? I was like, wow, Temu has so many commercials. And then I was like, huh, I've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. It's not Temu, it's Temu. Right? Is that what they said? Temu? Temu? And I say, I don't know. I was just like, huh, I had no idea that it was pronounced Temu and not Temu. I'll probably continue to pronounce it that way. And I know some of you get very annoyed at the way I pronounce Skeen and not Skane, but around where I live, that's what we say, Skeen. And I can totally attest to that because one of the biggest YouTubers of crochet YouTubers on YouTube lives a hop, skip, and a jump away from me down the road, and she says the exact same thing. Skeen, not Skane. Skeen. So, you wouldn't believe the number of people that email me or comment and say, you mispronounce it. It's like, well, I'm sure you pronounce every word in the English language correctly, so congratulations to you. Anywho, so, sorry, okay, so one other thing that I did want to show you guys. I'm going to have to pause this and go get stuff because I can't show it. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. So, one thing that I wanted to show you guys, upcoming tutorial. And also, this is an old zip-up hoodie. I love this thing. I've had it for... I don't remember. Anyway, it's big on me now that I've lost weight, but I still wear it, and it's cold here. We got a snowstorm coming, knock on wood. I love winter, and I love snow, and I really want the snow. Okay, so, upcoming tutorial. Not the one that I missed. You probably got that Tuesday. So, let's see. Monday was the 12th. 14th is Wednesday, which is the day you'll get this. Thursday's 15th, Friday 16th, Saturday 19th. Monday the 19th or the following Monday, I don't know. I have decided that, well, for those of you that don't know, whenever I go antiquing or to resale shops, I look for specific things for my collection. Well, one thing that I like to collect are these little hot pads. And they're all different colors. So I've got yellow, and then I've got an orange, and then I've got a red. So I know this is a pattern, and you can see this one's a little bit smaller. That's all right, though. And my goal is that I want to find different colors. And I've never found a different color. I've only, let me rephrase that. I have found a pink, but the person whose booth it was in was selling it for, like, I would only pay maybe $7 at the most. More than that, I don't want to spend that much money on it. But this person had a pink one, and if I remember right, I think it was like 12 to 15 bucks, and I was like, no, I'm not that rich. So I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. But those are the only colors I have ever seen. The pink one I didn't buy, red, orange, and yellow. And I can never find any other colors, and I want more colors because I love these little things. And I have them hanging in my office, my home office, not my work office, but and I love these things. So I decided I am going to sit down and I'm going to make my own, and I'm going to come up with the colors that I want. So I have a big old set. And they're hot pads. I'm pretty sure they're hot pads. If you look at it, you can tell that the cotton thread has, been exposed to heat, like something hot setting on it, which it don't bother me any, but they are hot pads. So my next tutorial, I have pulled these little flowers went through and pulled all these flowers apart and figured out what they did to make this pattern. And I've got it written down, ready to go, and I'm making my own. So this is going to be an upcoming tutorial. So these can also be wall hangings, and you don't have to use thread. You can use normal, any yarn you want to use. Use what you want to use for these, and you can do whatever you want with them. You can, you know, hang them on the wall. That'd be cute. Hang it on the wall. Oops. Or use cotton yarn, and you can have a hot pad, and it's double thick, so it has a front and a back. And you know, you could put use it as a hot pad, but you could also, you know, make it with thin 3-weight and gift it, frame it, do whatever you want to do with it. But I want to make some of these, so that is an upcoming tutorial. And I'm super excited about it because it's frustrating to me that I cannot find any of those that are not the colors I have. And then something else I wanted to talk to you guys about that I just marked all over myself. I don't know. I kind of felt like this is something about me that I wanted to tell you guys. Which it's not like it's a big deal or anything, but I have a daily ritual. Every day, every single day, I have a planner. I'm not going to show, well, I'll show you that. That's it. That's all I'm showing you, because I don't want you to pause the video and then read what I have written, because it's my personal stuff. But what I do is I go to Walmart and they sell these planners. It comes with a band, too, to keep it shut, but I took the band off because I never shut it. But they have these at Walmart. Honey? Cat. I thought he was standing in the doorway waiting for me to stop talking so he could talk to me. Anyway, but what I do is every single day, I do like this. I make a dot, or it's called a bullet, I guess. I don't know, like a bullet journal. I don't know. I make a dot, and then I list something next to it. So what I'll do is I'll have an entire day filled, right there, I'll leave it there, with things that I want to do, things that I need to do, and things that, hey, if you get a spare minute, get this done. And I, like, for instance, today I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I never have this many, I promise. I have 27 things written down that I need / want / would like to get done today. And it is like I do it, first of all, because I have a horrible memory. I forget my husband is the one that remembers our anniversary, our birthdays. I forget my own birthday because in my mind, I'm too worried that, okay, Jalen's birthday, hers is in October, mine's right after that. But my mind goes constantly, Jalen's birthday, Christmas. Next birthday is Matt, Emma, Easter, holiday. My mind doesn't think about me, and you know, my memory is so bad that if I don't write it down, I don't remember it at all. So, you know, I write it down, or he reminds me, but like my personal things. So the things that I list on here, for instance, go to the post office. You know, I go on my nightly walk. My girls and I, we walk a block. We go around the block 3 times, which, according to their smartwatch, is 1.5 miles, which walking with someone goes really fast because we're, you know, you walk 1.5 miles with 2 17-year-olds. Or blah, 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 blah. It goes fast. Anyway, so, you know, that's one thing on my list. And then I've got my work stuff that I write down, and then I've got like to film this, and then I need to get it off my phone onto my computer, edit and render it, upload it tonight. That's another thing. Don't forget to upload this. And, you know, just like pay the water bill when we walk, because we walk right past the village hall where you just put the little envelope in the slot and pay the water bill. So, I mean, I know it seems odd, but I do this, but then I also do it with the 100% knowledge, understanding, I don't know what word I want to say, that none of this has to get done. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. So basically the reason why I say that is because, like, I do it to motivate myself, but I also do it with the understanding that this is not an obligation. So I'm not setting myself up for failure, right? So let's say I make out this whole list, and then like 20 minutes later, I get a phone call and I've got to rush off somewhere, right? And then my entire day is gone and none of this gets done. That's fine. It's okay. If I'm not going anywhere, it's going to be right there when I come back. So, I mean, one, I do it to motivate myself, but two, I also do it with the understanding that it's not a 100% this has to get done, unless it is, you know, something like, hey, if you don't pay this bill, you're losing power. You know, things like that. But anyway, I thought it was cool, and I wanted to show you guys. So what I did is I went to Walmart and I got this planner, and then, you know, I am a stickler with pens, and I am a stickler with certain ones that write certain ways. Like, I have horrible handwriting, and they have to be nice and pretty. So my daughter gave me a set of pens, and I thought they were markers at first. I have no idea where she got these, but she's like, "Hey Mom, do you want these?" I was like, yes. If I don't like them, then I'll just put them in my drawer and use them for something else. But when she gave them to me, I was like, well, that looks like a marker. So I opened it, and I mean, it looks like a marker, but when you write with it, it's a pen. Uh-oh. Focus. Holy cow, I look so old. Is it focused? Okay. But when you write with it, it is an actual pen. But I love it. I love the way they write. You know, they're not, they don't bleed through the paper and all that kind of stuff, but I like them. But so, you know, get yourself this little planner, get a pack of pens. You know, you could experiment, but some pens get pretty pricey. But yeah, and then I have two. One that I write down what I am doing for the day, and then the other color, which is usually a highly contrasting color, so like, I mean, the neon green. And then I star over the bullet what I've done. So like laundry, I did the laundry, so I, you know, star that out. And then filming this, once I'm done, star that out. But I don't know why I wrote that down to show you, but I also do it with my list of stuff to talk about. I don't want you guys to pause it and read, so I'm going to hold it like this. My list of stuff to talk about for Chattin with Alana. So I am going to star that I just talked about my lists. Expectation, that's the word I wanted to say. With no expectation that these have to be completed. Sorry, it just hit me. Okay, so the next few things I want... Oh, no. Before I get on what I'm doing is I'm separating my topics into happy and not happy. Not so happy. But one thing I do want to show that is happy is I got the cutest Valentine gifts in the mail from a very awesome viewer that we email each other back and forth. We follow each other on Instagram, and we, you know, she's the one that actually she found the all in the family cookbook and emailed me the pictures, and I instantly ordered it off of eBay. But she sent me the cutest Valentine's Day card that she wrote and, you know, made for me, and I just wanted to show you guys. I think this is the cutest thing. She folded a heart in there for me. Oh, when I saw that, I thought that was too cute. And then she gifted me a slap bracelet, a blue one that my girls took. It's a blue slap bracelet. I love that thing, and the girls wanted it, so they waited until I wasn't paying attention, snatched it, and then they wear it. And then she gave me some stickers, which are going on my notepads. Yarned and Dangerous. I love this one. Happy Hooker. And I love this one too. It's a triangle of yarn balls. Ink on my hand. Thank you. And then she made me a stitch marker, and look how she gifted it. So here is the stitch marker. It's a blue key with a really pretty little orange flower. I love that. And then the pink, so those are used in knitting to mark stitches in knitting, but they work perfect for stitch markers and crochet. And then look at the back. She put these little felt hearts on it. It's adorable. You are so cute. I love that. And then she gave me this little notepad, which, I mean, who doesn't love that? You know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to write little messages on this and then tear the page out and then stick them to my girls' different parts of the... So, I'll stick it in their bathroom mirror or, like, in their truck. One daughter drives a truck, one drives a car. I'll put it, like, in their window or in the glass or in their mirror and hide it, or hide it in their, visor, their sun visor. Hide it up there so it falls in their face when they open it. Stupid, cute little things like that. I do it to my husband. But I thought that was the cutest stuff ever when my husband got the mail and he's like, honey, I think you got Happy Mail. I was like, first of all, how do you know what Happy Mail is? That is awesome that you know that. And then the second, I'm like, who? And I saw your name. Her name is Amy, and she on Instagram and YouTube and all of the social deets. She goes as Hooked on Wishing Crochet. Yes, I want to make sure I'm right. So I thank you, Amy. That just made my day whenever I opened that, and I was like, oh, and thank you for not sending candy. Thank you for not sending candy. Don't eat sugar. Anyway, so the next thing I want to tell you is sticking to the Valentine's Day theme. My husband went out and bought me a new computer for Valentine's Day, which is amazing, and I love it. I got it all set up. Everything is working great. So I thought, okay, what am I going to get him? Well, my husband likes bourbon. He has a few expensive bottles and then some cheaper bottles, but he likes having bottles of bourbon. And I thought, okay, so what I'm going to get him, I don't know if you guys have seen, but a lot of times I keep seeing or hearing, like on YouTube, or it actually advertised a bunch during the Super Bowl. Etsy has the gift mode, which is pretty handy. Having said that, I got on there and I put in the details that I wanted to find a gift for a man that likes, this and that. And one thing that popped up are these meat hearts, little slices of meat. They're exactly like those candy hearts with the little messages, but this is meat. It's slices of meat. It's adorable. I thought I'm gonna give him that and give him like a sleeve of crackers and slice some cheese for him and be like, here you go. So then I thought, well, I need to get him something else. So I found a glass bottle that they etch, whatever you want on it, with these little glasses that come with it. And I was like, that is so cool. I could get it to say Rungy, which is our last name. And, it's etched into this bottle with the glass lid, like what you see in like movies or TV shows where they're, you know, they walk into an office and they walk up to this bar and then, you know, they open a bottle and pour themselves a glass of whiskey or scotch or whatever it is. But that's what it is. It's a pretty bottle with rungy etched into it and then matching glasses, but the glasses don't have anything etched into it. So I was like, that is awesome. And it was 40% off. So after, with free shipping. So after the 40% off, I ended up paying like $69, I think it was. And I ordered it. And I was like, heck yes, this is going to be an awesome Valentine's Day gift, you know. The bourbon bottle glasses and these little meat hearts with message hearts. And a couple days later, the meat things ship and I get them in the mail. Well, then a couple days after that, the bottle ships. And I'm like, man, hopefully this gets here before Valentine's Day. Well, today I got on there and I looked at the tracking and it shows it's coming from San Jose, California. But also, so it didn't show this on my phone a couple of days later after I ordered this. It showed on the computer a message that says, since the seller no longer sells on Etsy, there may be an issue with this order. And I'm like, how can there be an issue with the order when the order's already been processed? I already have a tracking number. Okay, for those of you that don't know, if you buy a lot of things online, sometimes you will get a tracking number. And when you go to that tracking number, it'll say, like for instance, this one's through the post office. It'll say United States Postal Service waiting for a package. So I've sold things on Etsy. I've sold things, you know, online before, so I know how this works. What has happened is that the person fulfilled the order and then got on Etsy, clicked that they bought the shipping. So either they got the shipping through Etsy or they got it through the United States Postal Service, and then they click this confirm thing, and then they confirm with the USPS that they have a tracking number. So they paid for this tracking number, right? So I bought this a couple days later. Well, not a couple days. It took a couple days, about a week after I ordered it for it to be shipped, which I was assuming it took that long because it takes that long to etch into the glass, right? So I get the confirmation that it has shipped. So whenever I wanted to click track shipping because I wanted to know where it was coming from. Well, then I saw it was coming from San Jose, and then it showed that the United States Postal Service was awaiting item. So I knew that the order was completed. They probably boxed it up, clicked that they bought or was buying from Etsy the shipping information, slapped that on a box, and was waiting to take that to the post office, right? So that was a few days ago. Today I get on it and it says this message, since the seller no longer sells with Etsy, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh no. And in my mind I'm thinking, what a dumb scam. You paid money to scam money, so you're losing money while you're scamming money, which is dumb to do in the first place on Etsy, because all I have to do is contact Etsy and they're gonna refund me the money. So is it a scam or not? So I got on Etsy and I got to the customer service and through the help center, and I was like, I have a question. And because I thought in my mind, if you guys ever watched Llama Mama Kayla, did you guys see the video that she did explaining that Etsy shut down her shop? If you guys saw that, that's what I thought happened with this shop. And I thought, you know, maybe Etsy shut the shop down for some reason, or, you know, what have you. So I contact Etsy and I'm like, I'm a little confused and a little worried that this may have been a scam, you know, and then explained what had happened and gave him the order number, the shop name, and all that. Well, the person messages me back and says, we're going to give you a complete refund. all of the money will be back in your account a few days from now. And I was like, but there's a shipping. Granted, it hasn't shipped, but the person paid for the shipping, and the post office is waiting for them to drop the item off at the post office. And I was like, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. But what do I do if I get the item in the mail? And the guy's like, you just keep it and keep the refund. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, they shut their shop down. And I was like, but what if they shut it down because they were overwhelmed with orders? Like, so I don't know what to think about this. I guess, stay tuned and I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know what the heck is happening, but I was upset, and I still am, because as of now, there is no way I'm going to be able to order anything and have it here in time for Valentine's Day for him. So he'll get the meat hearts. Also, while that just happened, if you guys hear a lot of banging and loud noises going on, for those of you that don't know, like right across the street from my house was a huge fire a few weeks ago. There was 5 buildings on that street, and 3 of them burnt down. And there's a bunch of rubble and a big old mess. Well, today they're cleaning it up. So there's a hi-ho back over, like right there. So if you hear a bunch of thumping and rustling around, that's what they're doing, is cleaning up all that rubble. So that is what I wanted to talk about. And that's going to start me off into going into the not so happy stuff going on. Not going on. Well, so for those of you that don't know, 2024 did not start out really great for me. And it is getting better. However, one thing that is not getting better is that unfortunately, my brother-in-law is losing his battle to lung cancer. I don't want to go anymore. I'm going to just leave it there. So there's that. And then the other day, let me start this out by saying I am a non-confrontational person. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. Having said that, there are things that happen to me, that get said to me, that just set me off, and I can't not say something. So, like, comments, I'm used to it. Most of the time, I'm like, Jesus loves you. Have a great day. I'm glad he made you so perfect. And I'm done with it, right? But there are certain things that when someone, mainly in person, says to me or does, that I can't. And one of it is a rude person. So I've worked with public before, right? We've all been there when you're a kid and you get those crap jobs, trying to make some money to go running around. I've worked with public. I made it, how do I word this? I made it a high point that you're not rude to a customer. Now, if that customer is just a straight up ass, yeah, I'm going to say something. But having said all this to say, we went to Kroger, a few big towns away from us. We don't have a Kroger anywhere near to us. It wasn't a special trip. We went to this town just to get out of the house, go running around, and he wanted to go to Kroger. Every single time we are in there is a guy that works in the meat, the deli, not the deli, like the meat part, like ground beef, meat, cuts of meat, like the butcher. And they have this box of crab legs. I have never had real crab until just a couple weeks ago. My husband bought these big old snow crab legs. And pause the first story I was telling you. They are amazing. I have never had real crab, but man, all he did is just threw them in the oven with some water in a casserole dish, because they were already cooked. We just had to heat them up, crack them open, and eat them. Oh my gosh, real crab is really good. Imitation crab, not so much. But anyway, so we go to this, the butcher part, and that same guy is working, and that guy is the biggest jerk. And it's like, I am standing there biting my tongue. It's so bad. I want to look at him and say, if you hate your job this much, why the hell are you still working? Go find another job. If you are that miserable working with the public, go get another job. Like, why do you have to be so pissy to me and my husband when we are literally politely as we can ask for if you have a box of crab legs? Yes or no is the answer, but you can't give a yes or no answer. You have to be as pissy as you can. And that, oh man, I am just like, my husband knows when I get pushed because I walk away. 90% of the time I walk away. This time I walked away. Okay. So then we go, I let it go. I don't want to not have a great day with my family, my girls, my husband running around town. So we walk away and I let it go. And so my mother-in-law is 85 and she drinks, what that was, she drinks Coke Zero. She loves her Coke Zero, and nobody is going to stop this woman, 85 years old. We get her Coke Zero, especially when it's on sale at Kroger. Well, we get her soda, and we get to the register, and my husband gets so aggravated trying to get this app to work. So he's asking the cashier, can you please help me get this app to work? She's instantly crabby to him. And I'm standing there and I'm just like, and I'm let it go. They finally get the app to work, and he goes to check out, and my husband is a stickler and a genius with math and money. So as soon as she hits total, boom, he's like, nope, that's not right. That's too little. Something's not right. And I looked down and I was like, honey, we forgot your mom's soda. It's at the bottom of the cart. And I was like, dang it, I'm sorry, we forgot it. So I grabbed the case, or like the 12 pack, and I set it on the rolling belt. And this lady, she's probably got to be early 60s, early mid 60s. I am not kidding you guys. She grabbed that 12 pack of soda, scanned it, and tossed it to the end of her scanning thing. And if you guys ever shopped at Kroger, at the end of it they usually have a bagging person. Ooh, that I had it. That was it. I couldn't bite my tongue again anymore. And I thought, well, I can't do it. I saw her toss that, and it got airborne. Like, she didn't like throw it across, but she just tossed it. I looked at her and I was like, thanks. Guess we're not going to be drinking that anytime soon. Well, we won't drink it. My 85-year-old mother-in-law and us will not be able to drink that because you just chucked it across that, I don't remember, scanner or whatever I said. And she's like, ma'am, I didn't throw it. It's like, nope, you didn't throw it, but you tossed it, and it got airborne, and it slammed on the bottom of the scanner thing. So now they're all shook up. So I'm going to mark this one so I can really make a point so we don't open this. Thanks. Oh, man. That lady was like, ma'am, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to hear it. And my husband standing there with his eyes just wide looking at me. And my girls are just looking at me. And I got to the end of the thing, and the bagger boy was trying to, load everything in my cart. And I was like, I got it. And I set it in the cart, and I was like, I'll see you outside, honey. And I was like, have a great day, ma'am. And I walked outside, and I was shaking. Oh, I was shaking. And the girls were right behind me. And they're like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. And I was like, you guys, I have told you a million times in your lives, don't be rude to people. Don't be rude to a waitress. Don't be rude to, a cashier. I said, but that woman hit me wrong. Oh, and I think 90% of it was that it's my mother-in-law's soda. And I don't know. I lost it. I said more, but I'm not saying it to you guys because I don't want you to think ill of me, but I did. I didn't cuss her out or anything like that. I would never do that, especially in front of my kids. Uh, but I told my girls, I said, I've told you that a million times. Here's another life lesson. Stand up for yourself and do not let people walk all over you. And that woman was walking all over us, and I could not take another second of it. Because she was crabby to begin with, because Matt asked her to please help him with this app. And it went from there. But as soon as I saw that soda, that 12-pack leave her hand, I was like, nope, I'm done. Here we go. So I did. I lost it on her. And I guarantee you she did not forget it, because I was not letting her forget it. But I did. And I am so non-confrontational. Like, that was kind of the thing in, growing up and in high school with me, that, like, you guys, people could say whatever they wanted to me, and I wouldn't get upset. Like, okay, yeah. And I'm so laid back, I don't get worked up about it. But man, there are certain buttons to push. Certain people know them. That lady, wrong time, pushed the wrong button. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you guys that, because I did. I may have felt a little bad afterwards. I may not have, but anyway. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk like that, but along with saying that, like, a couple of things I wanted to I have listed here is sometimes it does get to be a bit much. And a friend of mine that I love, I like watching her videos, she had posted recently that she hadn't done a video in a while because she had been going through her depression. And I'm like, girl, we are all here for you. Do not suffer in silence. Talk, get it out, speak, use your words, use this platform that you have in your face. Talk, get it out. Do not bottle it up and keep it locked inside. Don't. Get it out. Talking, if anything, is going to give a tad bit of help. And then the millions of I wish it was millions. The responses, the comments that she's going to get on, from that video is going to add another little extra bit of help. Saying all that to say is that I've been there too. And I've learned little tips and tricks to keep myself from going down that rabbit hole. Going down, I say rabbit hole, but I should say hell hole. To keep myself from going down there. And it's so easy to slip into, but there are certain things that I do to keep myself from doing that. And I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit, if you want to know, if you don't, give you guys little tips to keep that from happening. Now, for me, one thing that really works for me is to work on something that a good escape. And there are certain things that I have tried in my life to give me that escape. And one is different craft projects. So I don't want to use crochet as my escape. The reason being is because I have got to prevent myself from getting burnout, because I am a YouTuber and I design and I, crochet for myself. So I don't want to use that as an escape, just because I don't want to get burnout. But you guys, I mean, if you're not a crochet YouTuber, go for it. Use crochet as your escape. You can get so much out of your head, out of that that what's the word I want to say? Um the cycle, to get yourself out of like that cycle of here starts you can feel yourself starting to go there, and then you're going to go into that depression, and then it's just a cycle. It's like a non-stop circle, and you can't break it, you can't get out of it. Well, one way that I have found to escape that circle, that cycle of hell, is your craft projects. So for you, try crochet, and always starting something. Starting something is a great way to get out of that mindset. So, but don't get what Llama Mama Kayla calls startitis. Don't get startitis and have thousands of little started projects everywhere. Start something small. Do a quick and easy, a quickie, if you will. Make a bookmark. Try a hot pad. Try a new thing that you've never tried before. Look on YouTube. There's millions. Look on my channel I think I do. I'm pretty sure I have like little quick fix playlist. Just quick and easy little things that you can make. Just to get that first, the starting of something. And this is only going to make sense to crafters, I feel like. So, but starting a craft project, a crochet project, that feeling you get inside, to where you get it, you're working it, it's coming out great. And then that sense of accomplishment is another added bonus to help fight off, the cycle. So there's that. And then like I said, like I had just said, that I don't use crochet as that escape because I don't want to get burnt out. But I have found I love cross stitch. That is so fun, and you create the cutest little pictures. Now, I don't have, I'm not some expert at cross stitch. I'm still trying to learn how to backstitch because I don't understand it. But so I have found that, like, Hobby Lobby has these little bitty pictures that you make. Like, I've made a llama, I've made a bee. I just bought one the other day that's a little succulent. But they're so cute. And so I try that. And then, I have a latch hook kit, which is so cute. And, Moogly, is that it? Moogly at Moogly Blog. She has a tutorial on her channel of how to latch hook. And Hobby Lobby sells cheap ones. Hirschner's sell little cheap ones. I'm sure there's hundreds of other places you can look. Ooh, you know what? I bet Terry from Yarn Joy Podcast, she always has those sponsors. I bet those places have latch hook, and I bet Temu, or no, whatever, I don't know. I bet Temu does too. I bet they have some latch hook kits. I'm gonna have to check that out. But so there's that. And that's a yarn project. And then you can try to learn to knit. That's fun. Kinda. And then let's see, what's another thing I like doing? I'm trying to think craft wise what else I like doing. Cross stitching, the latch hook, and loom knitting. That's a fun one. And I think that's it. Only craft. I don't know. But anyway, experiment, look around, find something cheap. So if it's, I know one, that punch. I saw it at Hobby Lobby. They have a punch. What is it called? I can't remember. See, I told you guys I have a horrible memory. I don't know. It's a stick, like a pin or something, and it's got a needle on the tip, and you punch the needle into the work, and it creates a picture, and you just follow the little thing. I don't know. It's cute. I'd like to try it. I don't know, but and then something else that I love to use to escape that cycle is video games. I love playing video games because my mind gets into this amazing story. Now, if you get the right games, some of them are kind of like, huh? What the heck? Like, okay, here's an example. My husband bought me this game, and he thought it was, it's called Stray. And he thought you just play as a stray cat, which you guys know me. I am a cat lover. I love my cats. So he thought this was going to be perfect for her. Well, I already knew this game because Fiber Spider played it. So I knew what the story was about. And I wasn't into the story, so I didn't buy the game. But he didn't know that, and he bought the game. So I explained to him, I was like, yeah, I'll play it, honey. I was like, I'm not really sure when. I've seen Fiber Spider play it. And I said, it's an odd story. He's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, you don't just run around as a cat? I'm like, no. Well, yes, but there's also robots. And like AI. So your artificial intelligence and your robots in a world where humans no longer exist, and you're a cat trying to help these robots. It's weird. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, it's cute, but weird. So like I said, sorry, I got off track, but the reason I'm saying that is because you got to find the right game with a story that you like. And there are all kinds of different, stories in these games. So, for instance, I am a murder mystery kind of girl. I love, and gory things don't bother me, So, for instance, one of my all-time favorite games on, like, the PlayStation is Days Gone. And I have that on my channel if you want to check that out. Links in the description box. It's gory. There's cuss words and all that. Yeah. So, I mean, there's that. And then I also recently started playing a game called Biomutant, which is a little bitty creature that's adorable. And he's kind of a bad A. And he's got, his little swords, and I love it. It is so cute. I was kind of iffy about it, but once you get into it, it's adorable. But anyway, so, I mean, the sitting in front, and you guys are gonna think this is funny. So my husband has this big, we have a, I don't know, 55-inch TV. I don't know. So he'll be watching his sports, and then he'll go through Facebook or whatever he does on his phone, and then I sit next to him, and I don't know what that sound was. I have a TV tray. And then this little, like, 27-inch TV with my little PlayStation next to it. And I sit next to him, and I play my PlayStation or, crochet. But I'll play my video game while he's watching his TV or doing whatever. But we're next to each other, so I'm happy with it. But anyway, and you get so immersed into this storyline, into what you're having to do, playing the game, that your mind isn't fighting itself, or you fighting it to try to keep from going into the cycle. You're just going to say the cycle. And it helps break that cycle. So I have that, but I have these for a reason, because I've been there. And recently, I have been there so I've, knock on wood, depression, not so much, but anxiety. The anxiety is absolutely horrible. And I don't know why. I can't, I try, and I try. And the more I try, the worse it is. And the worse it is, it gets worse because I have that. I'll explain in a minute. But, I try to tell my husband about it, and he's like, well, you just need to stop worrying. And I was like, honey, don't you think if it was just that easy to just stop, I would have just stopped a long time ago? I wouldn't suffer or be up till 2 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep because my mind will not stop. Don't you think I would have just stopped? Come on, give me a break. But what it is like, I'll lay there and I have to go to sleep because I have to get up to go work, right? I have to get up early to go get ready for work. Well, I lay there and I can't sleep. because the anxiety sets in. And I can't sleep because of the anxiety. And then I can't sleep because of the anxiety. And then I get mad because of the anxiety. And I get mad because of the anxiety and I can't sleep. And then I'm up late. And then that's worse anxiety. And then it just keeps going and going and going. And you can't break it. You can't stop it. I have tried everything. I've taken sleeping pills. Don't help. And the anxiety just, boom, wakes me right back up. Can't sleep through it. I've tried chugging NyQuil. Doesn't help. I wake up an hour, 2 hours later, and then I'm wide awake. And then it starts. I'm wide awake. And I'm anxious because I'm not going to sleep because I got to get up early. And then I'm anxious because I can't sleep. And now I'm mad because I'm anxious because I can't sleep. And it just keeps going. So you've got to learn ways to fight it, to just keep from going down that rabbit hole. Safe and healthy ways. I'll say that. Don't get into something that's not healthy, or it's going to create a problem that's worse than the one that you're trying to keep from happening. Anyway, and that's what I wanted to talk about. That's actually my whole list. So ending on an odd note. I know I just kind of just stopped all of a sudden, but I've got a few other things that I've got to get done on my list. That is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I taught you something that is going to be beneficial to you one way or another, or beneficial that you could tell someone else. And, you know, if you guys know anyone that's going through, or you suspect is going through anxiety or depression, talk, make them talk, get them to talk, get them to... the reason I am so passionate about it is because I know 2 people that has lost that battle in their life. One was a friend of mine from when I was growing up, whose grandma actually is the one that taught me to crochet. She hung herself and her kids found her, or kids and her husband. And then another one shot himself. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But man, don't let it sit. Talk. God, just talk. Get it out. Speak. Use your words. It's like I tell my girls all the time. You know, I know it is hard to talk. I know it's hard. I get the exact same way. If I'm upset about something, my husband will be like, what is the matter? And I want to say it. I want to tell him, but I can't. You've got to get them to talk, or if one thing I have found that does work is I don't look at them. Like, I will turn my back and then just put myself in a mindset to where I'm not looking at you, but I can speak, or cover my head. Like, take my hood and just completely cover my head, get it, and then speak and say what's wrong. Which I know sounds so silly, but if you guys are the same way, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, okay, I'm going to get off here. This is, holy cow, almost an hour and 4 minutes. I hope that helps someone one way or another. Okay, you guys are the greatest. Hugs to each and every one of you. I hope you all have an amazing day. And hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss what I've got coming out next. Comment down below what you guys thought about this video, and let me know what you guys thought about that Tracy Kelly yelling at, or Travis, yelling at the coach. That was, anyway, she needs to break up with him. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.